Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going through some Crystal Clash defenses that you can set for free to play and also some pay to win options that I will be sharing, and then we'll go ahead and talk a bit about the attack strategy as well, and even the defense strategy. So first of all, I made a big mistake because I am the stronger player who I am partnered up with. It would have been better for me to put my defenses on the outer ring because that will protect more crystals from our earnings, because people could break through our outer row of basically defenses right now. But anyway, we'll learn from this and hopefully not make this mistake in the future. Yeah, it was my fault for making this mistake. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you the free-to-play teams. I came up with 4 teams because if you have a setup like this, you're going to have one of maybe protecting the main crystal and then 3 other teams that you'll have to run. And this is using all different heroes, and that are going to be these 4 teams right here. So I want to begin by a team from Soburn, which is a very strong team that was working well for him and has been working well for other players. And so I wanted to lock this one in. Basically, Guardian Spell is the strongest artifact generally for most teams because that initial protection is really good in a 3v3, gives you a pretty big advantage. And so you could run a team like this, for example, for protecting your major crystal if you needed to, or any other map. And Ludovic is going to heal the team, keeping everyone healthy. Siren is going to disable their artifact. You're going to just ramp up until Siren can cast his ultimate, crowd controlling them, and also spreading Bonnie's debuff. And Bonnie is going to be dealing pretty good damage as well. So, and also this is using heroes a lot of people would have charms of already, maybe, if you prioritize any of them. And so, like, you're really all set to go with a team like this. You probably also have them relatively highly Paragon upgraded. Now, some other teams that I want to show is, of course, the Shmira family, Nero, Damon, Shmira. This is still going to be a strong option for a lot of players, is using heroes a lot of people do have upgraded on their account, and the whole idea is that Damon is going to buff up Shmira, Nero is going to buff up Shmira with his quality bonus of his charms, and Shmira is just going to hit like a truck with the butcher charms that you have. She's probably going to be Paragon upgraded if you've been prioritizing that, and then also having the Core Forge artifact to just ramp her up further. And now, for my positioning, I really like to have them as far front as possible, because what this will mean is Shmira will probably be able to be in range to be hitting them right from the beginning of the match. She won't need to move, she won't need to waste time walking around, and she'll have the full duration of the Core Forge activated on top of her. So of course this is a very good team, and just if you want to look for charms, these are basically the charms I've gone for. But Nero can also be on the Reaper charms. I just happen to get these ones first. So this is a good and solid team, definitely working well for people. Now let's go into the Pandora team. So a lot of people have built up Pandora, and one of Pandora's best allies is Tossie. However, you can also go for Lily May rather than Tossie, because Pandora does really well with Lily May as well. Lily May comes out of that Pandora box, and you're going to immediately interrupt any opponent Pandora. So that's really the strategy, and why hopefully we can find a Pandora defense to maybe attack, because what you're going to see is that if the opponent wants to counter your defense here, they will just run Pandora with a Lily May in the box, and then the Lily May will come out exactly at the time your Tossie comes out, and she will just immediately say nope to the Tossie and prevent her from casting the ultimate and shutting down this comp, because this comp is all about Tossie. But like for if people don't put Pandora and Lily May on the same team, then you are going to be able to win against most team lineups with this. You have Hugin to give its charm to buff up Tossie further, even mechanized bond buffing. You have Pandora, of course, to put Tossie in the box, and she's going to come out really strong. And we have Dragon Roar artifact, because around about 6 seconds into the match is when Dragon Roar is going to activate, and Tossie should be jumping around during that time so it can boost her damage. And my final point is that if for somehow Hugin is able to charge up enough energy and get off an ultimate right before Tossie, then that could potentially take an enemy, even Pandora Lily May box strategy. But I think the time would have to be so perfect that I don't know if it's actually possible. But that was just a final thing that I wanted to mention. And these heroes you're going to have on charms probably, because they're all major priorities, like Tossie for AFK stages and the other 2 for Dream Realm. So you're all good to go with your charms. And then finally, with the leftover options, definitely I wanted to put a Lily May team together. And this team is pretty interesting, making use of Malice and Artifact, which will reduce the health and defenses of the frontmost enemy, who Lily May is going to be locking onto with range from Ballet, and also debuffing the backline enemy to like reduce their attack speed and basically damage output slightly. Pheromore is going to be buffing Lily May. You have the twins buffing up Lily May. Lily May is mega buffed in this comp. And she's going to be coming out guns blazing with her rainstorm ballet, and hopefully also the twins can heal up, provide some energy, maybe allow Pheromone or twins to get off an ultimate. Of course, this team would be better with something like the Guardian spell. However, this is also a really good option. And if you want to run Lily May in the Pandora team, you can put Tassi here rather than Lily May. It should also be fine. But overall, I think these are the better lineups. Okay, now just to throw in a couple of pay-to-win teams, we have a pay-to-win Baelran team. Now, this one's very pay-to-win because it has Dunlinger as well. I'm going to show you maybe some alternatives you can run with Baelran without Dunlinger. But definitely, this is a really solid, tried and tested team. You have Ludovic to heal up the Baelran. You have the Dunlinger to only allow Baelran to cast his ultimate. And you're going to put him on this, basically the spellbind, preventing opponents from casting ultimate. And it's just going to protect your Baelran really well. He's going to be healed up from Ludovic. You have the Guardian spell as well for protection. Your Baelran is going to get ready to go and then just going to kill the enemy team. This team is really difficult to deal with. It's hard to find counters to it. And I would run this on the protecting your crystal, your major map, which is what I'm running it on, like your final node. And then there is the Igor, Citrana, Stall teams. And now you don't have to run Athalia here. You could run something like Bonnie rather than Athalia. You could run even Nero or something. You can run actually a multitude of heroes here, Siren, whichever heroes you have left over. But Athalia would be one of the best options because Igor is going to be jumping around, allowing Athalia to keep dealing damage and ultimating. And Citrana just for more debuffs onto the enemy to make it easier to kill them. And Light Call Spell because this is a Stall team. So those are basically some of the teams. Okay, so with that covered, we are going to go ahead and show you some things on the map. Now, I don't know if it's just for me, but Crystal Clash has kind of made my whole game lag whenever I go onto the map because there's so many crystals to load. Now, you're going to see here, the 1230s are indicated on the map, which is a maximum you can plunder, and then you can just read actually the number of the crystal on the map. But look at this. This is a Master Crystal Caller, really high actually. 1150 is a high like plunder you can get, and I think this is a bot. So if it says like Master Crystal Hunter or even Veteran Crystal Hunter, I would probably just recommend attacking them because the power level of these teams is low. So we're going to go ahead and begin plundering this. And of course you want to invite your friends, invite your guildmate, whoever's online at the time, because if they can just help you, it's going to make your life easier, and then you won't have to use as many combination of teams to get your maximum star rewards. But let's go ahead and take a look at this. So we have a 253 billion over here. Okay. It is a Iron Almas. I don't know. Is this a real player or not? Because it's only one player. Okay, we're going to go ahead and begin using some of our teams just to kind of test them in action. Let's go ahead and begin with the Lily May Pheromore team. Of course, this is not a fair test at all because we have a Paragon advantage. But just to see how the team is going to work, Lily May is going to hit hard right from the beginning and also interrupt enemies. So I do like this team. The team Pheromore probably isn't going to get his ultimate off generally in a team. Oh, we have Chovy to join us. That's good. And you guys can just save these to set as your defense formations and even use as your offense formations. And after we go through all of these teams, I'm going to show you maybe some different options you can try. So here the thing is, look, like Nero is going to take the enemy Lily May interruption, and then it will just be a matter of how quickly can Shamir charge up her energy so she can get off an ultimate, and that is going to determine like how things play out. Yeah, this is a really easy one, and I feel like we're just kind of have a cheat code that we have such an easy opponent. But I would recommend you look for these. I think there's no disadvantage of looking for these. So we're just going to go ahead and use all of our different team lineups. So here Tassi comes. Oh, I shouldn't have skipped it just so you could see it, but you kind of know how it would play out. Tassi would come out of the box and kill everything. In total, to get 3 stars, we need to have deploy 16 different heroes, which is not even that high of a requirement. Have we used these heroes? No, we haven't. So we're already going to be up meeting the criteria, and then we just have to finish it off. So 16 heroes in a map with 7 different defenses. And if you have a guildmate or someone else with you, you both attack the crystal tower together. Let's go ahead and bring out the big... Oh, no, we can't. We have to go for Thalia Stroll because I've already used Ludovic. Well, actually, we could use it because we've completed the 3-star reward. Only need to get 16. So, yeah, guys, look for these things on the map. These, with red, like, Veteran Crystal Hunter, Master Crystal Hunter, because these are all bots. So, it's just going to make your life a lot easier. And, of course, whenever you can make it easier... that is going to be something important to do. So plunder completed. We got a lot of rewards, 1,840 in total, which is a lot. Okay, that's done. Now let's go ahead and try to attack maybe some strong defenses. So 1180. I don't want to attack. Is this my guildmate? No, this is not my guildmate. And he actually has no one else to help him. So we'll go ahead and attack this. Now, if he doesn't, and you can look for this. You can look for crystals that only have one person defending. Your life is going to be a lot easier. And you're going to insta-kill these outer areas. See, and you get a crest hero count. We already have crest hero count +3, right? We're already 9 out of 16. We only have to deploy a couple more teams. So we can just single-handedly clear this up. You don't even have to depend on someone else if they are not fully defended these maps. Okay, now let's go ahead and show you some different alternatives you can run. For example, if you do have a hero like Baelran, but you don't have Dunlinger, you can still run a Baelran team. So yeah, let's go ahead and show you the twins, basically. This would actually be a really strong team because you have the twins healing, you have the Rowan healing burst, we have the light call spell. Watch how quickly Baelran's going to ramp up to full health. That potion from Rowan is really helpful. And then Baelran's going to get ascended and clean up. Because once Baelran gets ascended, it's pretty much game over. So that is one thing you're trying to focus on. Okay, but honestly, okay, well, let's just talk about a couple more teams and then we can talk about the overall tips. So if you wanted to go for some other teams, if you have a hero like Theodore, definitely Theodore is going to be really dominant here. And of course, you can couple Theodore with any hero that has initial pre-fill energy, like Siren, to try to really get that ultimate off quickly. Even you can do Theodore with Shakir. I'm going to do Theodore with Shakir just because it's going to be more fun watching the Flying Wolf, because Shakir is going to jump onto their head. And then you can just go for any, honestly, you can go for any other hero. Like, we could go for a hero to maybe buff up Shakir further. Like, we could go for Damon. That gives him an attack buff. This is crazy. Let's just go for a Shadow Blast spell for defense penetration. So Shakir's going to jump into their face with the attack buff, and then he's just going to try to solo everything. You have the Dark Moon basically activated from the ultimate of the Shakir. So these are just some different options you can try. Of course, you can also go for Theodore Lily May combos. Like Theodore Lily May is going to be really strong. Again, we can try the Shadow Blast spell. We can go for Theodore Lily May combo. And here you could go for Theodore buffing up the Pheromore. Theodore buffing up the Pheromore. You get the faction bonus by doing this. So Pheromore will buff up Lily May. Theodore is going to buff up Pheromore, allow Pheromore to ult a bit quicker. But still, Pheromore kind of is going to wait a while before he can cast his ultimate. Even though Theodore has, even though Pheromore has some pre-fill energy, it takes him a while to get charged up. But basically things like this. And Guardian Spell is the ultimate cheat code. If you're attacking on offense, you can run Guardian Spell every single match, and it is going to give you a big advantage. Like, that's just the nature of it. Yeah, just to show this team in action. The idea is that Ludovic is going to heal with that Everbloom field. You're going to let the enemy team walk up, and then this is going to ascend the Baelran rapidly. You also have Dunlinger blocking their ultimates. It's just really well protected. And it's almost no way that the opponent can do anything. So there we have it. Okay, now overall, my tips for Crystal Clash and what I always kind of do. You have to do 2 plunders per day, which is not that bad. Honestly, it's a lot easier. It's a lot more time friendly compared to before. But wait. Do you have to plunder more? You can earn arcane cores. If plundering as a team, both players receive arcane cores. You can earn up to 48 through plundering. During the event, is that the whole event? Is that the whole event that you can earn it towards? Anyway, you can only get 2 rewards per day. The top 2 are going to be your earnings, so you don't have to attack like 3 times before. And then also it's 3v3, so they're quicker matches and quicker for you to lock in. Yeah, and as for the store, you have the arcane cores. Okay, yeah, it really is a lot easier, because if you add everything up here, the arcane cores, you only need 48 throughout the entire event. And like, we already have almost all of the stellar crystals bought out from the store. We have 3,712. And that is going to be, yeah, like, look at this. We're already going to buy, just from our 2 attacks we did on video right now, and one was against a bot, one was against a person who didn't even set a second team. We almost bought all the stellar crystals from this shop. And we still have 10 days of this event, basically. 9 more days after today, 10 days including today. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this is helpful. If there's any other team that worked for you, feel free to share in the comment section down below. If you guys are not already a part of my AFK Journey Discord server, please join it using the link in the description of this video. Also, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Firelight store. There's a link to that in the description of this video, and a pinned comment is the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you. Thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.